We can.
Like
we'll
the
be
fighting...
thrown off of YouTube immediately.
But what about the Gamecocks?
Dude, my girlfriend in college.
You have a girlfriend? You're married, Andrew.
She had a huge bottom. And she wore the
bottom. Whoa, you're classing it up today.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the swears at a minimum in the first 30 seconds.
Well, we already had a few, so I think you should let loose.
No, we didn't, did we?
A little bit. How was the top?
The top was fine.
You said
top was nothing to write home about?
Yeah.
Nothing to send topless photos to your dad about?
You swore during the theme song.
I did?
I believe you did.
What did I say? Just say that.
You said something about Jim Cramer. And
I
you
don't
said
know what
fuck.
you said, but you did.
Hey, man. Come on. All right. She had a big old bottom, but like
big old bottom butt?
She wore the thing on. She wore a thing that said cocks on the back. She had shorts that said cocks.
Like the juicy era on the ass. They don't do that much anymore.
They don't do it anymore, but that's how they sold them at the store. At the University of South Carolina.
The leggings have taken over that, Mark. You don't see that on.
You don't see it anymore.
There was I had sweatpants that had my initials along the leg.
Dude,
did you ever get those? That was like a big moment. You go to the mall and then you get them like personalized.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, dude. Oh,
that's the 80s. You're like, this is crazy.
I was taking a nap on the couch. Well, I guess I was sleeping on the couch because it was nighttime. Wife.
Oh, taking one of those night naps?
Yeah.
Like I took a nap, woke up in the morning.
8-hour night nap?
I woke up with my wife's butt in my face. She goes, "How good is this?" I was like,
Whoa.
"Pretty good."
What time?
It was like 11:30.
Little alarm,
in the morning?
Little alarm clock.
No, at night. At night.
Alarm clock, butt smell.
I didn't get back to sleep for a while.
I could see that.
Was it juicy?
Oh yeah.
That's a great James Painter bit.
What does he say?
Talks about juicy written across the ass cheeks of women's on their sweatpants. And he goes, if there's one thing you want dry and odorless, how about the asshole?
Okay, but you get what you mean by a big juicy ass, right?
You're so offended by this bit.
I got a lot of hope restored. I found out someone you go on tour with, your buddy Mark Norman, got sick as fuck from eating ass. And he had.
How is that a good thing?
Because now
this isn't good pro-ass eating lobbying.
No, but we've been through the same thing, and
You're like, it's like we've been to Nam together.
he said he bombed his Comedy Central special because he had an H. pylori infection from eating ass.
Do you feel like you two have a bond?
I feel like it's good for you to be on the road with a guy who'll do something like that. Okay.
Do you think did he say?
You think that these guys aren't doing 10 times worse than
Has he stopped? Do you think, or do you think he's still
I think
at
he
it?
probably. I mean, if he can get through that, you're an ass eater for life, huh?
No, I think you might quit.
Yeah, I definitely.
You think people quit?
He told me that he
bombed
quit.
a special.
Did he really say that?
He's a professional, dude. He doesn't want to bomb.
Dude, he has an
Are
ass.
you? Hold on, time out. Is that for real?
Yeah, that's for real.
No, it's not, dude.
I know about
He
this.
wears an
do
ass-eating
know
patch
this?
now, so he doesn't do it.
Well, at least he's gotten real sick from it.
He has
How is
a.
that good? I still don't get how this is
Just
good.
because, like, O'Neill's on the road with someone who's gone through the same sort of things I've gone through.
You don't think the people
Give you
we
the right
know are
perspective you
fucking?
need.
The people we know are insane.
Dude, he has travel cheeks.
Okay? I'm insane.
I know, but
Yeah.
you act like the people we know
You
are
guys,
insane.
by the way, at home, these guys are crazy, too. They just don't talk about their shit. We're going to get into some Danish's childhood stories in a minute.
What, do you got a book?
Wouldn't that be crazy if I pulled it up?
Here's a book I've kept. Hey, by the way, Mark Norman has travel cheeks that he brings with him.
Is that true?
Yeah, when he wants to eat ass, he just goes and pulls the cheeks out, eats that, and then he's done. He doesn't want to get sick.
Dumbest thing I've ever
The
heard.
guy cares about stand-up more than he cares about eating ass. He'll never go through that again.
Yeah, it's like when you're young and you drink too much, and you're like, you know what? I know my limits.
Yeah, and then you drink next weekend.
You know what I started doing this week? I haven't drank in forever. If I can start getting into fancy ports.
Man, it's a lot of sugar.
Yeah, you have a little bit of it. It's a
That's
dessert
a lot.
wine.
Yeah, exactly. Dessert wines have a lot of sugar. It's fucking shit's terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Port is so sweet.
That might have been the reason I fell asleep on the couch.
The only thing that can get him out of his diabetic coma is a pair of cheeks.
I can
That
see
is true. It's like smelling salt.
Doctor, nurse, pull your pants down. Sit on his face.
We need some smelling ass to revive this patient.
You should do the port report.
Oh, I will. It was great.
Your wine tasting podcast?
My sister gave me a stone goblet, a tiny stone goblet to put.
Stone Gosser?
Goblet.
Stone Gosser?
How small? Like a shot glass?
A little bit bigger than a shot glass, like for brandy and sherry and port. You know.
Look at you, class act.
Look at all these chicks you got going.
Guys drinking.
Is there a chick named Port?
Yeah, Portly.
Okay.
Natalie Portman.
Portly Rice.
Natalie Portley.
Yeah, her fat stand-in.
Yeah, her fat sister known as Natalie.
It'd be crazy if she had a fat stand-in to set the lighting up. Then they get Natalie in and they have to redo everything.
This lighting sucks. She's like, I only work with Natalie Portley. I won't work with anyone else.
And every time she goes, hey, are you glad I'm not this lady?
Are you proud of yourself? You should be ashamed.
This is Natalie Portman talking. You think that
These are direct quotes, in my opinion.
Maybe Mark Norman ate Natalie Portley's ass.
You guys aren't going to be on my same side here with how good it is for O'Neill to be on the road with someone who eats ass till he's sick.
I don't understand.
Since you both got sick from eating ass, does that make you Eskimo brothers?
We
Someone's warming up for the Yoo-Hoo room.
Get him back in that Yoo-Hoo room tonight.
Hey, if you're listening, what's the guy who clips the things called?
Chauncey.
His name is not Chauncey.
Flannel?
It's not! Guys from the fucking Michaels by the Sea script.
It could be.
Aaron, if we gave you Michaels by the Sea script, would you read it?
Give us coverage.
Give us notes. All right. We're going to send it to him.
I don't know if you can get through some of it, dude.
How dare you?
You and your wife to read it separately and then talk about
Your wife is not going to put up with
I want you to read it out loud in bed before you go to bed.
Don't give this to your wife. She'll think less of you for this being part of your job.
How old is your daughter?
Almost 2.5.
Oh,
Can you, can you put down the bedtime stories and just start reading 5 pages of Michaels by the Sea?
She's
Don't
ready.
do this.
She's ready for it. Dude, she's ready. 2.5 is prime Michael's age. A lot of the jokes are aimed right at 2.5-year-olds.
Written by 2.5-year-olds.
It definitely has the humor of a 2.5-year-old if the 2.5-year-old was a fucking crackhead. Well, anyway, so yeah, that's great that you've now. I wouldn't doubt if you start being like my buddy Mark Norman.
All right, you have
Also, like just like me.
Okay.
What else do you guys have in common? You're
think that, honestly, I think
you're
that-
from Louisiana, right?
No, I'm from South Carolina. We're from the South, but Louisiana is different than
Well, they eat that bayou ass.
Really? It's not exactly the same.
no.
Ass on the bayou.
Yeah, they eat that Creole.
Oh!
Aaron's
on
fire!
Jesus. Is there a fire extinguisher in here? We
All
may
right,
need it.
Chauncey, that's 2. You got a clip here.
Aaron may have to get on camera this episode. He's so on fire.
Would you wear like a masquerade mask to get on camera?
Like eyes wide shut, and then it's just the rest of us banging chicks just in the corner.
And Aaron has to talk all by himself.
Yes. So, guys, what else did you want to talk about?
What are you guys doing?
It's like, look at me, I'm fucking a lady like Mark Norman.
I'm getting sick. Like my new best friend, Mark Norman.
You should DM him.
I'm not going to.
Say, hey man, I've been sick. Let's talk about it.
You should get a.
I want to fucking open her in a DM. I got sick. Hey, you go on the road with O'Neill, right? Well, O'Neill's one of my best friends, and I heard that you got an H. pylori infection.
Dude, if he came up to me, if he told me, if he hit me up and he was like, hey, this dude says he's your best friend, I go, I never heard of that guy.
Why would you do that? Because take it back.
What
right
a great
now.
bit.
Take it back. Take it
What a
back.
great bit.
Take it back. I hate it. I hate that you would do that. Take it back.
He's like, I was going to answer you, but then this guy said he didn't even
Dude,
know.
you know what I would tell him? I'd be like, this guy's so crazy. I just saw, he sent me a photo and it says, Mark Norman, Andrew DeWitt forever.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine, and it doesn't bother me.
Why don't you do a drawing of him and you eating ass, getting sick together?
That's the worst idea.
Send it to him. With a Comedy Central logo at the bottom of the
And
picture.
Comedy Central presents
Say-
two cool guys eating ass.
Say sorry about the H. pylori.
Yeah,
Whatever
but-
I don't even know what that is.
We're H. pylori battle brothers.
What is that? Just an acid
Isn't it?
virus?
Is it an H. pylori hole?
I think it's a parasitic virus or something.
H. pylori is
Bacterial?
Isn't that the guy that was on House?
Yes.
H. pylori.
H.
pylori is
H.U. Lori?
it's what you when you have acid reflux. That's what's in your esophagus.
Oh, he had acid reflux.
Yeah.
What about apple pylori?
Do you go bobbing for apple pylori?
Apple bottom pylori with the boots with the fur.
Ass reflux.
Very good.
What,
You
hey,
know
I
what? This is...
What's the You say there's bacteria because I have acid reflux. Tell me more.
That's what it's called. You can do a test for it where you got to drink this like sweet liquid
Port.
and then you
Drink
have to
a bunch of
breathe.
port.
You breathe out into a little bag.
Yeah,
and then
to-
test the bag.
Yep. I had to do it when I went in for thinking I had bad stuff happening in my bowels. I had an H. pylori test.
Just
as
from
well.
eating ass.
And you dumped in the bag?
I dumped, dude. The amount of shit I shit in their fucking thing was obscene. They gave me this
They
plastic.
said, "Sir, this is obscene. You need to redo it."
They gave me this plastic.
What's
top
hilarious
hat.
is that we were doing a show while you were doing this. This is the same story that we heard about you taking a huge dump in the box.
Well, all right.
And the doctor goes, "What's in the box?"
Why don't you just take the donut box that you found outside of the bee's office in your office?
Oh yeah, and then have that tested under your insurance.
And they're like, "Sir, you've been eating street deer
And needles.
It's trash."
You're gonna die.
It looks
soon.
like you have a fair amount of black tar heroin.
Wow.
You're like, "Oh, well, that's not mine. That's the joke. It's a
That's
homeless
the joke.
man.
It's like I got a homeless guy's human shit in here.
I'll be back for my own later.
Dude, that would be hilarious.
Round 2 on me. Don't worry.
I'll pay for it."
Can you imagine being so curious of what's in a homeless guy's shit and his health that you fake having digestive problems just so you can box it up and ship it in there?
I cannot
Test it for
imagine.
free.
Then you can
cannot
go.
imagine.
You could go tell the guy or woman, and they'd be so appreciative.
Yeah.
of the information.
You can tell. Go tell it on the on Skid Row. You're homeless
Looking for
guy.
homeless shits in a box.
I had a homeless woman say, she's like, "I just want a shower," to me, and I was like, "What, you want me to take you home? Like, what do you? I don't get what you want me to do for
When
you."
she walked
Take
up
it
to you
home,
and
and
said
you're
that?
up to my car.
And the Danish is like, "Wait, you want me to take you home, finger you?"
The Bushman, I said, "I got some cans in my truck."
Why didn't you hose her off?
I know. Did you just go like, it's been raining like crazy? You're just standing outside.
She's like, well, I can give you $20 for a golden shower.
I said, "I got a pool and a pond. Your pond's good for you."
Little Caddyshack.
You got a pond?
That's a Caddyshack line.
Oh, okay.
Little Chevy Chase.
You could possibly have a pool. You have a backyard, you know.
It's not much of it.
Like, if you have a backyard, anything's possible. You can have a pool, a pond.
Homeless lady naked in it.
A waterfall with a homeless
Was
lady.
she attractive?
No.
Even better. Bring her an unattractive homeless lady.
Over
Naked
to
in
take
your
a
yard.
She looked like the second she
Jesus.
walked up to the car, I was like, "This ain't gonna go well." Like, she just had the look of someone who's been out and about on the streets for a long time.
Did you try to make her feel better? Be like, you don't look like you need a shower. You look great.
They
Yeah, I-
sometimes have shower hours at the YMCA.
I said, "Here's the shower hours of the YMCA, and here's the number of my friend Andrew DeWitt. He'll eat your ass till he gets sick."
No, I'm
Just
not.
like his best friend, Mark Norman.
Okay.
Just like his brother in
I
ass
regret
sickness.
bringing it up. Okay.
Where'd you hear
Do you want me to
this?
text him right now?
It was on a
Tell him?
it
Yeah,
was a
tell him and see if he
recommended-
responds.
The algorithm listens to this show, so they know that you've been like. So I've started getting recommendations.
So they're like,
from-
"Andrew, we've heard what you've been saying."
for Shane Gillis and fucking
Shane
Ari
Gillis.
and
Where do you
fucking
get
Mark
the-
Norman on YouTube?
Oh. Well, I just think that's because you're watching comedy.
I don't watch a lot of comedy.
You
I
watch-
don't seek to improve my skills.
But the problem is you're using Google.
yeah, that is. If I was using
DuckDuckGo?
it's
Oh, you should
fucking
see the shit
unbelievable.
that I'm getting recommended.
It's fucking Pigman getting sick from H. pylori. Mark Norman eats
No.
Pigman's ass.
No Chinese pigmen. Nothing. Even if I look up car shit, it doesn't recommend car shit.
What does it recommend?
Nothing. It just recommends just whatever's on the homepage, the most generic options possible. A little bit of everything.
So DuckDuckGo is not good.
No, DuckDuckGo's great. Who you want Google to know everything about you?
Okay, so
Once they figure
you're
out,
saying,
and
but
you're
you
trying.
can't use it to look up anything.
Here's the problem. Say you need to hide. Say that the Scottish lords are becoming hunted by the American government. They're going to turn to Google. They'll know exactly where you're hiding
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
because they know your behavior.
Let me do the intro to the song to this real quick. Paranoid delusions and intrusive thoughts with Ryan O'Neill.
Those are real, dude. That algorithm knows.
Those are real, dude.
You don't think that algorithm it will predict your behavior.
You think so?
100%.
Well,
It's recommending all kinds. How many times? You haven't even said anything, and it already said, here's some medication for schizophrenia.
that's true.
And it said, here's some ass-eating friends for you to make.
Yeah. Mark Norbert recommended you because of butt stuff. Ari's into butt stuff.
yeah.
I don't know if Shane
He
is.
likes to do it fresh out of the shower, though.
Ari's into duty stuff.
He's like, what a loser, fresh out of the shower. Where's the risk in that?
Fresh
I
out.
do kind of think that.
If you
It's like
shot
you
up
would-
heroin, you would be like, I only use dirty needles. Clean needles? What are you, loser? Are you really even
Hey,
doing heroin?
You don't understand, Mr. Backcountry only skiing. This
Yeah,
is
I get
backcountry licking, okay?
It really is.
Back door.
And sometimes I get caught in a tree well, and I'm sick for a week.
Yeah.
Tree smell.
What if a doctor said doing this is like every aspect of your life, both health-wise, professionally, will improve?
We've asked all this. Would you give up ass eating for like
He
everything?
won't
you
do
ever
it.
wanted?
I always
No.
see if he will.
No, my
he's
life
not.
doesn't improve if I don't eat ass.
What if your health?
What if a genie told you?
Who cares?
What do you mean? Who
How many
cares?
times do we have to have this conversation? If I'm not eating ass, I'm not living.
This is an intervention.
It's not an intervention.
Yes, it is.
It's a thing I must do.
Your mother's here.
Talk about
Come on in.
intrusive thoughts.
She'd be fucking pissed if she found out that I would give up like a good life just to keep eating ass. This is tacky.
Would you live on the street?
You're being impulsive.
If my only option to eat ass was to live on the street,
You would be homeless?
yeah,
You would. You would.
yeah.
You would live on the street. You would,
you would I gotta do it.
you would go up to Jeff's car.
I gotta do it.
Would you go up to Jeff's car and go, I need a shower?
Yeah,
Nah, not you. You look great.
I wouldn't give you one.
It's me still.
I'd say,
me,
hey, you
Andrew.
gave it up for a stupid reason.
I would be driving with Mark Norman, and you'd be like, hey, guy, hey, Mark, I ain't ass
And he'd be like, you should have given it up
this
like I
guy's
did.
crazy.
Good question here from Jordan in the chat. What if after you eat the ass, every person died?
Whoa.
Oh, the people die that I eat the ass
No.
of?
Yeah, yeah. Would
It's a horror
Wait,
movie.
every person or the just
No,
that
just
person?
Yeah.
the receiver.
Then I can't eat ass.
So that would do.
What
it.
about if I do it with a dental dam?
What if you did it from like 6 feet away?
Social
That's the
licking.
COVID protocols for ass eating.
Social licking.
Dude,
If it was murdering people,
What would you have done if you
Look
were
at you.
single during the...
you would just eat. You know what you would do? You would just eat like crazy vagrants' asses.
I'd be like a ass vampire.
Yeah,
You'd
you'd
be
be like, or people you knew were like criminals who weren't arrested. You'd be like, oh, it's not a bad thing that I'm
What
doing.
was that movie, the vampire movie from the 80s, Near Dark?
Oh, it's a great one. I
Is
just
it a
watched
great one?
it.
It'd be like that. I
3
travel
months
from
ago.
town to town
Again.
eating people's asses.
Yeah, and your blacked out windows in your van.
Yeah, with a bunch of other murdering ass eaters.
Dude, you'd be the greatest serial killer of all time.
Yeah.
They're like, he eats the ass, then he kills. What if their heads explode as soon as you're done?
All right, dude.
But then you would get their brains
I'm
and shit all
probably
over
not
you.
going to do it then.
You
but
could be Sexter.
You said probably.
I'm not. I don't know if I'll be able.
Probably not going to do it. He's like, you can put down tarps.
I'm gonna have to
There's
get
ways
really
around
into
it.
just ass sniffing. Then you know,
You're like American liquor instead of psycho.
American liquors.
American liquor.
Guys, don't put those kinds of thoughts in my head about it killing people.
What if everybody died if you ate one more ass? The whole world.
I'd do it. I'd just get it over with. Get the whole world done.
What are you going to do for your last days on Earth?
Would you tell us?
No.
You
So
wouldn't
you'd be
tell
nice.
us that we were going to die.
I'd just be real nice to you guys, bring you a bunch of presents.
Can you do me a favor and tell
I'll
me?
get him a shrimp with a steak on top of it and little pieces of tiny steak on top of that. That's
So-
how you know it's coming.
So, yeah, we know what to look for.
I'll let you guys rip on me the entire episode and stuff.
But that's like
that.
this. It's like regular show.
Yeah,
though.
but I complain. I won't complain then.
I guarantee you still won't be able to bite your tongue, even though you're going to kill 8 billion people. You're still going to go, all right, I've taken enough.
I still think you need to reach out to Mark Norman to talk about this.
If that happened, I would want. Could you please tell me? Before you're going to do it, can you please tell me?
Tell you what, bro.
You're
Tell
like,
you what.
I'm going to eat ass.
And it's going to end the world.
And that way I could drive over and kill you.
I knew it was headed there.
And they did. And then a bunch of guys will beat the fuck out of me behind a
The guys I
riot.
hired, the 40
I'm
guys.
just going to bring myself. I want to make it personal.
I'm never going to tell you. All right?
Then we'll have to. If I know this, then I'm literally going to get government officials, and we're going to keep you in some sort of Guantanamo Bay where you can't have it happen, dude.
You won't know. That's the problem. How are you going to find out?
We know now.
How are you going to find out?
Because we created the hypothetical. So that
You can't put me in for a hypothetical that I would kill 8 billion people eating ass. Fucking ridiculous. You won't see it coming. And you know what? Probably the best way for us to all go out.
Dude, it would be so bad if you had to eat just like vagrants' asses. You'd be like, this isn't even living. You know who you'd be? Tom Cruise at the end of Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like hiding out in like abandoned houses, eating rats.
Yeah, that is what it would be like.
And I'll be like, and I would see you, and I'd be like, oh God, I remember when you were something to behold.
Then I'd kill you.
And Mark Norman's doing big time specials.
All right.
Healthy.
Yeah,
Fit as a fiddle.
He also said that he could eat ass now because he built up an immunity after getting really sick and doing that special.
Well, I've gotten really sick many times, and I don't think I've built up an immunity to anything yet.
Do you think you could drink the water in Mexico and other countries?
No, I'm a weak little pussy bitch. I can't do shit.
To be honest with you, drank the water in Mexico or like India, you probably wouldn't even want to eat ass anymore because you're drinking ass.
It's true.
A million asses.
Yeah, think about that, dude. You might come in your pants as you try the water.
Liquid
This
ass.
guy's constantly like, this guy can't wait to get a hold of some duty. He thinks I'm crushing up dry duty doing duty shooters at home through my nose.
Duty bumps.
What'd you say?
Duty bump.
Duty bumps.
Duty bumps.
The little fucking key bumps of duty.
Andrew, your boss, Rich, on the farm, says
I'm running late, Rich. I'll be there in a little bit.
he says he ships wine and he's willing to donate boxes of wine for the wine tasting tier.
Is there anything that Rich doesn't do? That's what I say. The guy... He ships
what
wine,
if Rich is just the guy who he works in finance or something and he's just taking us for a ride?
He's sitting on Wall Street doing that. I'll tell him I live on a farm.
Or he's a plumber. I don't know.
Do you make any port wine?
Why you're looking at the floor?
I like how you're just like, I'm going to drink.
Rich, are you down there?
I'm going to drink a ton of dessert wine before dinner, after dinner, during dinner.
All right, it's delicious. I can't help it. Okay.
Yeah, you might as well just drink a fucking Coke.
No.
Why don't you mix it with Coke?
Why would I have
Why do you pour Coke?
I did talk about that with my wife.
What?
Mixing up a port wine and
You told us
soda.
like a week ago that you got to really clean it up diet-wise.
Who gives a shit?
What about pork milkshakes?
Pork milkshakes?
with port wine in them.
I'm not going to do a pork
Bruce
wine.
says, what about pork rinds wine?
I can't do the pork rinds anymore.
What about port rinds? Port rinds.
Oh, so fried grape skin?
Yeah, with lots of sugar.
Rich
Real
says,
sweet.
I work on a farm that grows, picks, sells, and ships wine. He picks wine bottles off a tree.
Do you ever make port with it, though? Like a tawny port?
a tawny port. Tawny contained port?
Yeah, tawny can.
Oh, she's the best.
Oh, I remember when I fucked her mom back in '68.
So what happened? So why are you giving up on your...
Because who cares? I'm just a fat bitch who's going to ride this thing into the ground.
Your sound bites are on fire lately. Jesus.
How long you giving?
How long are you giving yourself?
I'm gonna ride it till the fat wheels fall off of this fucking thing.
How much gas you got in the tank?
Who gives a shit? I'm not even looking at it.
Rich says, port wine is for fat European housewives.
Yeah, and that's who I am.
That's your new identity.
Ladies and gentlemen, spread the word. This could any one of these could be Dwight's last show.
Yeah.
He's spending his days guzzling port wine.
Who gives a fuck? I almost put it in my coffee this morning.
Jesus. Is this a return to Dark Andrew?
Yeah, I'd say it's dark fat. Dark fat Andrew.
Summertime Andrew should be coming out soon.
Who gives a shit? He's never coming out.
What?
He's done?
He's forever?
Yeah.
You bury him?
Summertime Andy said nothing, you idiots. Summertime Andy's dead. He's locked in my basement.
Bloop says Dark Andy's back, baby.
Oh, big time.
Give us some of your other dark thoughts.
I'm going to just take as long as I want taking a shit. Who gives a fuck?
What about AI?
AI.
You're like, awesome.
Yeah, it'll make me a girlfriend for when my penis gets so small from being fat that I can't pleasure a woman.
Sounds like you're in a good place.
You really letting go. Is this because of the two-step scenario situation from last week?
What's the two-step scenario?
The scenario. Jesus Christ. That was on Friday. Today's Monday.
All right, dude,
3 days ago.
You tell me you don't remember these shows all the time.
The whole show was about the scenario.
What's the scenario?
Did Mark Norman tell you to give up? Is this what this is about?
Yeah, he did. I was like, I'll never be as thin of an ass eater as Mark Norman.
Mark Norman, I've heard him say he was a fat kid.
Was he a fat kid? So, who cares when you're a fat kid? You go through puberty, you're not fat anymore.
I saw a picture of him. He was 500 pounds.
500, and then he went through puberty. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, he's like a buck 50.
$150 from 500.
You need Goggins.
I've been listening to Goggins, by the way.
This is where the darkness coming from.
I've been listening to a lot of Goggins.
Why?
Just to get off my fucking bitch ass and do something.
You mean something destructive to yourself?
Yeah.
Go drink that port, you son of a bitch.
Whatever.
Rich says he's got mostly red blends, Chardonnay, and Merlot.
All right. Well, if you mix it with some brandy, let me know.
If you make any candy wine, let them know. Do you make sugar crystal wine candy?
Oh, he says he's got a nerd Chardonnay.
Is that true?
It's half purple and then half red.
And you mix it with soda and it explodes?
You could throw a Jolly Rancher in a bottle of Merlot.
Is that true?
I mean, yeah, it's possible.
I used to do the Jolly Ranchers in Zima when I was in middle school.
And you throw some scissor in there.
I did do the scissor a few times.
You drank some codeine?
Yeah.
Dude, you seem like you would have loved scissor.
I did.
I put codeine on my cornflakes.
Me and one of my buddies did so much of it, we were sitting on a bed together just drooling, staring into
Doesn't
space.
it like fries your brain, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
Were you
fried
drooling
everything.
because you watched some guy beat into the corner?
That's a crazy party, by the way. 3 guys, 2 of them are on codeine, drooling,
The other guy's just
staring
furiously
at
masturbating.
a guy who's just jacking off over and over again. That is an insane way to hang out with somebody.
That's an insane way to hang out with some. That's a crazy way to spend Christmas.
How do you draw up the assignments? Is it you pick out of a hat, or is it just that's what everyone wants to do?
I think it's whoever brings the codeine gets to drink it, and
It's like, sorry, you're jerking it.
whoever brought the boner gets to spank it.
So who's the spanker, and then the codiners,
The codiners, and the beater of wieners.
and the beater of wieners.
A commenter just said, "I won't out him, even though you can see who it is if you're in the $10 tier."
Get in there.
He said, "My friend and I once dipped a fentanyl lollipop in codeine syrup. It was a hell of a night."
Jesus Christ.
That's partying hard.
They make fentanyl lollipops?
Yeah, you can buy them at the fentanyl candy store.
Yeah, you just go down to the police station.
You got any seized lollipops for me?
Fucking San Diego. Wasn't that the lady who got busted smuggling all that fucking fentanyl in?
It was in her poon.
Oh, by the way, you would love that fentanyl port.
Oh, yeah, I would love that. Sleep for 2 days
Sleep for 2
and 2 centuries.
Dude, yeah, you sleep for a long time. I forgot to set my alarm.
Did they make a fentanyl? I don't.
They don't make a fentanyl
No, I'm saying,
port,
this is a homemade fentanyl lollipop?
No, it might be just for pain,
Yeah, they
for,
probably give them to cancer patients or something.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steal it
As a
for-
prize. In a pinata.
Oh, they give it to cancer patients after they get their hair cut. Fantastic Sam.
They're like, here you go.
They've asked me that at the bank. They go, "Oh, thanks for making a deposit." And they're like, "Do you have cancer?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Okay, we'll give you a different lollipop. It's the fentanyl one."
It's got fentanyl and weed in it.
Like, whoa, you're reaching in the fentanyl bowl. You got to go to the regular.
That's a real dangerous thing to have out of the bank.
Wait, which bowl's which?
Oh my God, which bowl did you?
Oh, shit. Just get rid of both. No, keep
sure,
them
it's
out.
fine, but you might want to take your kid to the hospital right now.
Immediately.
The dentist would sometimes give you the wrong one.
Would they?
Yeah.
I get a lot of lollipops at the dentist's office.
Right when you walk in.
Gotta ensure the business comes back.
Exactly, dude. I would give out a ton of candy. I'd give everyone a
Dentist
bag
store.
of candy.
Dentist store and taffy pulling company, Ryan O'Neill's.
I would have cotton candy machine in the lobby.
Yeah, and a thing that sold like fucking fruit bars. They get stuck in your teeth.
Oh, yeah. Those are good.
They are
Where they
good.
get in there because they'll last for hours and you can lick them with your tongue.
Yeah.
And the flavor will just stay there.
Really good for the pH if you're fucking enamel. To
Hey.
have a fucking
pH balance for a woman, but strong enough for a man.
fucking have fruit roll up stuck to his fucking molars.
So here's some candy corns, and we'll see you. We'll do teeth cleaning in a
This
minute.
guy said the best part about fruit roll-ups is licking them off your molars for hours later. Yeah.
I wear a mouth guard made of fruit roll-ups.
Do you?
Yeah, just savor it.
It's called the Tooth Rotter 3000.
He's like, hey, my tooth is stuck in the fruit roll-up and got knocked out.
There's a guy who got all his teeth knocked out. Former MMA fighter.
Luke Rockhold.
What happened to him?
He's bare knuckle fucking boxing. Crazy that's back. That's made a comeback.
These guys are making
A
more
lot of
money
stuff
than
is
they
making
do.
comeback. Child labor, bare knuckle boxing.
Hey, we're back in the 1920s, baby.
Back in the New York groove.
Ace Frehley?
Yep.
This guy got his teeth, like, I think 3 or 4 of his front teeth just, like, in half.
It's too bad, too, because he had just retired from MMA. He didn't have to do anything.
And he had been voted Smile of the Year.
It's also
was
a
as a
part-time.
model.
Yeah, he is a model, legit.
He's a good-looking guy. You would suck this dude's dick in a second.
You don't know what I like in a man.
I bet you like this guy.
Just a good-looking dude. I don't see handsome. I see uncircumcised penis, circumcised penis.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's circumcised. We don't know.
I would say this
Shaved
guy's
balls.
probably-
Do we
Ask
even know?
Demi Lovato,
Shaved
one of
balls.
his exes.
Shaved balls. Maybe we're talking. All right.
Okay. So it doesn't matter what
Want us
anything
to
above the waist.
Should we
looks like.
DM him? Say
If
you
he's too handsome, it's too gay.
All right, we're gonna tell him. Look,
He's too-
I'll show you a picture of him.
He's gonna say he's too handsome.
If he's too handsome, it's way too gay. I have too much shame about it. Plus, what's a handsome guy going to do with me?
Do you want to see him with his teeth banged out? Or?
Oh yeah, maybe I'll suck his dick until he gets his teeth replaced.
Here he is with his teeth all fucked
Shut
up.
the fuck up. I can't look at that.
Ah, God,
Here he
damn.
is.
I don't think a guy like that would want to get his dick sucked by me.
Why are you so
come
down on
Don't
yourself?
sell yourself short.
I heard him talking in an interview after the fight, saying,
He's
"God, if I could find a guy
If I could find a mid-40s chubby guy,
he said a guy
with
he,
dog shit in his pants."
he held up a sketch and it looked exactly like
a
you.
police sketch of whose dick he wanted to have, who he wanted to have sex
At the
with.
post-fight press conference, he asked a reporter, and he goes, "Do you have a question?" And they go, "Yeah. What's your ideal man look like?" He goes, "Give me a cocktail napkin and a pen."
I got to draw a fat guy real quick.
Drew you identical.
I probably wouldn't suck
He
his
goes,
dick.
he drew 2 versions, with and without the glasses.
I need them to be sloppier.
By the way, those glasses are not prescription, right?
I need,
And why do you wear them?
Because I just like.
I find it super offensive.
Why?
As a person who needs glasses.
You told me that I should wear glasses and they looked good on me.
Yeah, but now...
So here comes the bit. Here comes the fucking bullshit.
I find it incredibly...
Shut the fuck up.
Would you roll around in a wheelchair?
Yeah, I would, and I do on the weekends.
I
They
find
call
that
me-
offensive as well.
They call me Mr. Wheels.
It's very ableist
And
of
you know what I also do? I beg for money while I'm doing it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past you with the kind of shenanigans
yeah.
you're pulling.
I wear one of those Pacifico hats, and I tell everyone I'm Ryan O'Neill.
They're like, God, you're way taller than him.
Yeah, I go, hey, come check out my set at the Comedy Store. I suck.
Wow.
Man, why would you do that to my reputation?
Because I'm a piece of shit. I'm trying to bring everyone down with me before I die of a heart attack.
Dark Andy eating that candy. He's knocking on wood, so there's still some light left in there.
He goes, I park in handicap spots. I wear glasses I don't need.
believe
I
it.
roll around in a wheelchair.
I'll knock a pregnant woman over who's like trying to get to the grocery store.
You'll punch her in the stomach? Well, you'll be head height on your fucking little rascal.
Yeah, headbutt the baby.
Get the fuck out of my way, bitch.
Is this I'm an Asshole Part 2, the Dennis Leary sequel?
It is, yeah.
Man, you are 1 week and a lot of darkness has crept into your
Yeah.
soul.
It's fine.
Last week you seemed jolly, you seemed good.
Was I shaking when I laughed like a bowl full of jelly?
Maybe.
Is this? This isn't even Dark Andrew. This is Port Andrew.
Port wine Andrew is
Port
here.
Wine Andrew.
Yeah.
He's dangerous as fuck.
Why?
Look, this is what you're saying. Dark Andrew wouldn't even. Dark Andrew's just like full of suicidal thoughts and stuff. Like you're pure destruction now.
That is pure destruction.
So port wine Andy, maybe the most dangerous version of all.
That's a
Are
great
you
thing
drinking
to
toilet
say.
port wine?
Yeah, I am. I go to Trader Joe's. I say, can anyone mix some brandy in with this diarrhea in the toilet so I can make a toilet port wine?
Oh, do you have any more of that $2 butt fuck wine?
Yeah. Can I get some fucking, what do they call it?
$2 butt fuck Chuck.
When you shit out the cum and the fucking.
By the way,
At Trader Joe's, I don't know what they call it.
they call it being a sex offender afterwards.
If you ask someone,
What section do you guys do?
what section is it where they shit out the cum? Jesus Christ!
I'd get a 5-bell ring.
Yeah, everybody out of the store. We got a cum shitter.
We got port wine Andes in here.
Fucking
a
hell.
fucking electric wheelchair wheeling all around.
Dude, you know what? You need to draw port wine Andy. It's you chugging a bottle of port wine. On the other hand, you have a fucking machine gun. You're just mowing people down. That would be crazy. By the way, that $2 Chuck is... Who has ever had a good $2 bottle of wine at Trader Joe's?
You know what I get?
It's terrible. It sucks.
I get the fucking P90, dude.
P90X?
I've been fucking obsessed with those lately.
What's P90?
You can only get the P90S now.
What are you talking about? A Tesla?
No, fucking the automatic.
Oh, we're talking about guns?
Yeah, dude.
What's the
Dark
P90?
Andes going
Oh,
down
my
gun
God.
spiral?
Watch a whole video on it. 50,
What?
50 bullet magazines, dude. It fits right on top of it.
Are you watching this on YouTube?
Yeah, fuck
You told me
yeah.
you're getting recommended Shane Gillis, Ari Shafir, Mark Norman, P90X machine gun.
Yeah, the S is submachine or not is a semi.
I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
But the full automatic, dude, fucking sweet.
Jesus, dude. So you're getting ads for schizophrenia medication
1,000 rounds
and
per minute, dude.
fully automatic. By the way, how are you holding the barrel? Because we had a
you
fully
seen one
automatic
of them?
Mac 11 with a silencer on it. Well, I guess if you don't have a silencer. But the silencer gets hot as fuck after 30
It
rounds.
also increases recoil because the energy has to go somewhere.
That's
I'll
why you
pull
got to
it
hold
up,
it. That's why you
dude.
got to hold the barrel. They put a little cloth around it.
You've seen these before, dude. These
I don't
are
know. I'm
fucking-
not watching.
These are fucking sweet. You've seen them
Oh, I have
before.
seen them. Yeah.
You could buy the civilian one has a longer barrel, but in California you can SBR it, dude. Short barrel rifle it. And
It's
fucking-
crazy that you can have like a pistol grip sawed-off shotgun in California, but other areas where there have less rules, you can't. Like Indiana, you can't have a sawed-off shotgun with it. You can't even have a shotgun with a pistol grip.
for home defense, dude. It's the way they
know.
created the whole thing just to make the 9mm go through body armor.
I asked my wife
Crazy.
every Christmas to get me a pistol grip sawed-off shotgun.
Did
12
you?
gauge.
She didn't do it. She didn't know where to go to get a sawed-off shotgun
I
for
send
you.
her links to go. You just get it. I love sawed-off shotgun.
That's what Dark Andy would have.
There's like 15 gun stores near the studio.
Yeah,
Well, you're in
Burbank
luck.
is a great gun.
Yeah.
Burbank and Glendale are great. A ton of good gun shops.
I'm not going to have a gun in the house, though.
Oh, you're not going to have a fully. By the way, you're not going to get a fully automatic.
You can't do it. You can't do it.
Not here.
No.
But if you move,
To where?
you can get a federal permit.
Not for those. Not for the P90s. They've got some kind of weird European law with it.
Why don't you move to the woods?
European. I'm a peeing.
I'm a drinking.
Move to
I did P90 for like 6 weeks.
Did you? P90X? I remember that was a big thing.
that for a while. That was a big thing.
I'll never do that stuff.
It was the thing.
I'll never better myself.
You're like, but I will watch David Goggins to tell me to do it.
He had machine gun videos on YouTube.
This is like Tyler Durden DeWitt over here.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
you're really-
self-improvement is masturbation.
You're steering.
Self-destruction.
You're steering right into that tree. You're like, fuck it.
This guy's just ripping up lawns and stuff in his Chevy Spark.
It just looks like a cool robot gun. That's why I like it. I've been really into.
Are you hitting trash barrels with your car?
Yeah.
And
You
go,
say, fuck
'em."
you.
I hope someone's sleeping in this.
Is that why you put a cow catcher on the front?
Yeah.
Is it true you're trying to bait clothes donation bins to see people fall in and die?
I'm running my own little purge of I call it the Purge 5. Andrew murders people.
What do? Throw pizza in there and then they smell it?
Yeah, they smell it.
You go, another one down. I'm gonna eat that butt.
General Cody says instead of spending $2,000 on a gun, spend $200 on underwear.
You get a lot of underwear.
That's pretty wild. That's almost Confucius.
I mean, that's a better idea.
Confucius say.
I'm not really a gun guy. I just went down a rabbit hole recently.
It seems like you've gone down a dark hole of depression.
A dark, stinky hole that I'm licking all the way.
Was the port wine you drank laced with something?
Yeah.
PCP?
Yeah, it was laced with depression,
Gunpowder,
self-destruction,
duty.
Dude.
Where did you get the wine?
I got it at Trader Joe's. You could get some good wines there. They had a okay selection.
They're like, never come back here again. You just shit come.
Brendan says he had a pair of undies that were a little worn out, and his girlfriend called them his DeWitt underwear.
Well,
You've coined a term.
my underwear's never. I've been thinking back to it. My underwear's never looked good. It's always looked terrible.
Why do
Right
you
when
buy-
you get it out of the box?
You
out of the
buy
package?
used, lightly used, or
Yeah, I do. I go to Goodwill. Where's the underwear section?
What do you want to do with this used underwear, son?
You want to?
you want to give it to DeWitt,
Or you want to throw it away?
You want to buy it?
Do you buy historically significant underwear?
Well, that's why it's baggy. I have a historical permit for my underwear, so
These were Abraham Lincoln's underwear.
so I don't have to get the fucking the emissions inspection on it.
What kind of underwear did they wear back in those days?
Underwear is relatively new. It started in the 1900s, I think.
So they were Abe with
that
free
true?
balling it?
Probably.
Now we can't. Now
Really?
keep in mind we can't trust anything DeWitt says.
That is a good point.
So let me look up the history of underwear.
I think it's more recent than we think it is.
I think it's 1984.
Yeah, that's true because I remember I was born before that, and I didn't have any underwear on.
Remember, men were burning their underwear in the 60s.
It was crazy. When I was a little kid, everyone was wearing diapers.
That is crazy.
And now they don't. It's like they don't even exist.
That's weird. Why do you think that happened?
I don't know. I guess the fashions change.
So
You should go around telling people that. You should tell parents at your kid's school that.
I should.
That's weird.
You were pretty close. So underwear has been they found underwear dating back 7,000 years.
Okay, but
You fucking idiot! I think it was 1900s.
are we sure that the widespread underwear use?
Yeah,
They said that underwear that they found from 7,000 years ago looked better than
they were leather.
Probably would look better.
They thought you were wearing 7,000-year-old underwear.
That was humiliating. I'm not gonna take off my pants again.
Oh no!
This guy says don't do it, but he was
Dude,
begging me to do it
it's
last
sweeps week. You
Dude,
need to do it.
I'm not doing it today.
Hold on,
for sure.
We're skirting over the fact they said that the first garments worn were underwear by human beings, and you're like, I don't know, 1900, pretty recent.
Well, maybe I was wrong. Who cares?
They said dinosaurs were wearing underwear.
I don't care what dinosaurs do.
T-Rex had big old tiny whiteys.
Dinosaurs don't even exist. That's a myth.
Jeez.
It's some real good South Carolina shit going here. Creationism.
You should move back, maybe.
Maybe
Dude,
I
you
will.
would love it. They were like, finally, got that California out of you.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about how dinosaurs don't exist.
Would you move to your hometown or to another area?
I'd moved to my hometown first.
Test the waters.
Test the waters.
But then you have to move again.
Yeah, you do.
That sucks.
Yeah, that would suck.
Is there a lot of people you know there?
Yeah,
Why are you knocking on wood?
because I like California better.
You don't want no one's forcing you to move.
Where am I gonna get fucking weed?
Drive
Can't
over
go to a
state
fucking-
line.
What are you
Drug
talking about?
dealer's
You can
house
just go
again.
get your buddy. It was easier to buy weed when it was illegal.
This is bullshit, by the way. This is just some fucking O'Neill antics.
I got to go to the store. Before I would
Who
just...
gives a shit? I can walk into a store. It's way better than sitting on a guy's couch while he's got Lord of the Rings on.
Okay, so I used to just show up at somebody's house, and I wasn't even buying. And they're like, oh, yeah, this guy, we're selling weed. And I'll be like, cool.
Extraneous says weed was cheaper when illegal.
Yeah,
That's
no,
true,
it
too.
wasn't.
No, that is true. Did you see the tax on it?
Okay.
I agree.
I'd much rather not be fucking having a panic attack every time I buy weed.
It's weed. Who's fucking with you?
I know where this stems from.
Where?
Your college experience.
No, that was a
You're
hot.
scared.
Looks like I have to suck some weeders.
That was just a hot, dirty, disgusting, slutty thing that I did with a 40-year-old man's penis.
Would you feel better if the guy that sold it to you at the weed store was like, if you want, you could suck my waiter?
In the back room. And
What's
I'll pretend to be an older
guy
man.
Look like?
He looks like Luke Rockhold with no teeth.
He needs to look like a scumbag, but also have shaved balls.
He looks like Boone.
I've never seen a guy turned down. He's like, he better be disgusting.
He doesn't have to be disgusting. He just has to look like a piece of shit.
Do you? Let me figure out your train of thought here. Is it because like later you can look back and laugh and go, it was almost like a prank.
No.
Like that fucking idiot's dick.
No,
I
because
sucked it. He looked like a loser.
Because it's dirty and nasty.
Such love songs.
What do you mean by a piece of shit?
Sad. Just like
Like unkempt? Or?
no, like I don't know, like a weirdo,
Scummy?
like a serial killer, you
Like
know?
Dahmer?
like like a Dahmer looking guy, or like a weird guy, like a
Would you? Do you
weird,
think
like
that
a
you would fall?
scumbag nerd guy, or that kind of.
Do you think you would have fallen for Dahmer
No,
if he was driving around and you were walking and he's like, "Hey, come over to my house"?
no, because he'd want to be like, because he'd like made out and watch movies and stuff. There's no way I'm gonna put up with all.
Yeah,
this
but what
shit.
if you said, "Hey, what are we watching? Let's just get to the. Let me suck your dick and then you kill me."
No, I'm not gonna get killed by Jeffrey Dahmer.
But would you? You wouldn't have known at the time.
I will say that I used to give codes to my friends, so I would get killed. I'd be like, I'm gonna be at this place if I don't come back.
What are you, a
Tell the
woman?
police. That's what happens if you're hooking up with dudes.
What kind of code is? Here's the address.
You can get murdered. You can get murdered. I never thought when I go over to a chick's house, I never worried if I was going to get murdered. I only worried if I was going over to a dude's house.
A lot of people do the find my friend thing on their phone, track like
Yeah.
their friends or whoever.
Yeah.
I know a dude.
I don't think smartphones existed.
I know a dude, and his
They did.
friend. He's gay. He keeps a loaded gun under his couch cushion.
Yeah, that's why
And
I
he's
got
like,
that.
"What are you doing?" He goes, "Dude, I hook up with dudes on Grindr all the time. I don't know who the fuck these guys are." So he goes, "I keep a gun there in case shit gets out
That's
of
a
control."
smart idea. That's why I got the fucking P90 Empty
Under the
fucking-
couch?
Empty fucking 9mm bullets in 'em.
Andy, I got a question for you from Dallas Hoops.
What is that?
You said, would Andy blow Steve Brule to renew his yearly ass eating permit?
If that was the only way I could eat ass, yes.
Dude, that is the perfect guy for it. He's like a scumbag.
Oh, yeah, he's dirty.
He looks disgusting.
Yeah, but that's gonna suck because
And he's eating eggs and they're falling on your head.
It would suck. I mean, honestly, it would just suck. It would be the worst.
Yeah, well, you would suck.
Okay, great one.
People in the chat now are sharing their weed prices from all across America.
Oh, that's a good thing to put a Google chat.
Maybe you could go there and
Fucking crazy.
maybe you think the FBI's like, hey, we know where all this weed is.
Yeah, dude. Every single podcast is a honeypot for the FBI.
That's what you made it sound like. You're like real smart idiots.
Yeah, because that's what they're doing.
Because nobody cares about pot anymore, dude. No one's gonna do it.
FBI does. Have you seen them seize stuff? Those seizures?
I've seen them.
They have seizures.
We're like, we've confiscated $500,000 worth of marijuana, and it's all packaged like candy bars and sodas and stuff.
Oh, in the 80s, I was obsessed with government seized auctions where you could buy sports cars.
Oh, I was
They're
too.
like, a Ferrari sold for $400.
Yeah, right. But did you ever do that? You were like, I'm just going to buy a $400 Ferrari. And
No,
that's,
it never happened. What they didn't tell you is bidding started at $400, and you bought it slightly below market value.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just trying to ramp up business, get some people in there,
Oh, they were-
some high spenders.
I used to get a newsletter sent with all the government seizure auctions, and all the stuff was
kind
on
of
there.
stuff was in there?
Oh, it was boats and then it was just a lot of garbage too,
Golf clubs,
like TVs and stuff they seized from the house.
VCRs,
That's family photos.
NASA teddy
Their
bears.
drugs, they would auction their drugs.
Cereal, mostly full cereal Fruit Loops.
They should have actually auctioned the drugs off, and then whoever bought it, as soon as they picked them up, they could arrest that guy and get his shit.
I had this guy hang out when I first moved to LA. He stayed with us so he could do shows in Los Angeles, and he bought one box of Fruit Loops. He goes, I figured I'd eat this for all my meals, and then at the end of the week, I'd give you what was left over, and that would be like our parting gift. And I was
That's
like,
nice.
Like what's left of the Fruit Loop?
yeah. And I was
This guy
like,
was going to eat 3 meals a day of Fruit Loops.
I was like, there's no way you're going to still have Fruit Loops this week.
Also, you're not going to be it'd be terrible.
Also, were you guys like Fruit Loop fiends?
I'm fucking sick of Fruit
No, I
Loops.
don't
What you mean?
understand why he was doing that. He goes,
You're like, you just give me money or something else.
Who was it? Kyle Kinane?
no, it wasn't. But he's friends with Kyle Kinane. And then what he finally ended up giving me was he went to like a fancy like clothing store and he bought something. It came in a box and he gave me the empty box.
What? I thought you were going to say he bought you an item of clothes.
No, he gave me
Why
the
would
empty
you want the
box.
empty box?
I don't know.
Do you still have the box?
No.
What did he say? Here's the box?
Because I figured, I ate all the Fruit Loops, so like you can have this empty box. I don't
What
want
the
it. This
fuck
could be,
is this?
this
Did
could
he
be your
think you were
gift.
like a 3-year-old kid? And he's like, here's a box for you to play in.
I was dumbfounded. I was completely
Yeah.
dumbfounded.
What'd you
we are
say?
too.
Did you thank him?
I was like, cool. I could always use an empty box.
Don't ever come back here again. He's like, and here's the empty Fruit Loop box as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, great. I'll throw this
He's
away
like,
for you.
you could do the thing on the back, the maze or whatever the fuck it is.
Also, here's a garbage bag that's half full with garbage.
But my wife was making tuna salad in the kitchen, and she opened up the can of tuna, and he goes, "Oh, did someone take a shit in here? Fucking stinks like shit."
Dude, there was nothing worse
Then
than
he goes-
in the early days of moving out here
Yeah.
when guys would come stay with you.
Yes.
I had a guy who just wouldn't leave my couch. I was like, someone was like, you gotta get out.
That must have driven
He showed
you
up
insane.
Oh, first of all, he showed up as a surprise. I called him in Indiana, and his mom goes, "He didn't tell you?" And I was like, "Tell me what?" He's like, "He's coming out." And I was like, she goes, "Oh God." Like, he's going to surprise me. And then I was like, "Where are you staying?" He's like, "Well, I thought with you." And I was like, this is outrageous.
How many weeks did he stay with you?
He stayed for a week, and then I pawned him off at another buddy that I had that was living in Manhattan Beach. He stayed with him for 6 weeks.
6
The guy had
weeks.
roommates, and he was sitting on the couch watching TV. One of his roommates got so sick because he wasn't friends with this guy. The
Yeah.
roommate just walked in, turned the channel, and just started watching. And he goes, "Man, what a dick. I'm watching TV, and this guy just comes in and changes the channel." I go, "You've been there for 6 fucking weeks."
Dude, we all know people like this, and I don't know how they function. I don't know how they make it.
What's
into
that
the
guy?
world.
What's that guy doing now? Your guy, the Fruit Loop, the Fruit Looper.
He's fairly successful.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you should have. What did he buy that came in the box?
I think a suit.
Oh wow, Zoot suit.
No, or something. He bought something from a fancy clothing store.
He's like, I bought this suit. You can have the wire hanger that the shirt came on.
Yeah.
You can have the tags I cut off of it.
Oh, thanks, mister. I'd love to have these tags.
Hey, come back anytime. You hear?
There's nothing worse than that. Somebody just shows up. It doesn't fucking go.
That is crazy.
Did he love Fruit Loops? Is that his thing?
Yeah, he loved Fruit Loops
3 meals a day.
and hated the smell of tuna fish. My wife still brings it up every time she makes tuna fish because he's like, "Oh, did you take a shit in here?" He asked my wife, "Did you take a shit in here?"
And by the way, tuna.
That's how I was talking to my wife.
Tuna smells like nothing like shit.
It smells like pussy.
Did you just take a fucking shit in here?
Did you take
I
a
got
pussy in here?
The nerve of some of the people I called friends.
Was she
It's
making
fucking-
the tuna in your underwear?
Yeah, she was. Because I'm just pouring this tuna to cut down the
Oh,
smell of my
maybe she
husband's
would.
dog shit
That's
diapers.
how she would
Strain the water.
it. Yeah,
She's
through.
straining it through dog shit undies.
Because she just wanted the tuna water.
She wanted you. She wanted this guy to leave. She was doing everything she could to try to get him out.
Yeah, she's making him tuna. She's pouring tuna water over his Fruit Loops.
He's like, "Oh, someone shit in my Fruit Loops."
Isn't that a crazy thing to say to someone's wife?
Who you're staying with?
Yes,
like for nothing.
for free. Yeah.
Would you take a tuna water bath?
For what?
Or
Money?
how about this?
Just to smell good.
For like $100,000 1 year, but all the plumbing in your house, only thing that comes out is tuna water. You can have it warm, you can have it cold. This is actually a great would you do it.
No, not for $100,000.
You wash your hands in tuna water.
then
you
we
take a shower.
send you to the beach and we're sharks and you're trying to get that tuna.
Hold on a second. All I make is $100,000, which is a fairly attainable salary.
No, but
and
this
then
is- but this
I've
is the
got to
bonus
bathe in
100.
tuna water 24/7. At the end of the year, you throw me in the ocean with a bunch of sharks.
But you'd be a fool.
I gotta
Hold
say
on.
no.
You'd be a fool to what are you gonna quit your job and just? No, it's an extra 100.
Who cares?
It's just a bonus 100.
Yeah, but you got to be stinking like tuna all the time.
I'm gonna say you have your salary, and then you've got an extra 100.
Can you use
You
cologne?
do it?
No.
Yeah,
I don't
so
need the
I'm not
money.
gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do. What about $1 million?
I'll do it for $1 million.
Is cologne allowed or no cologne?
No cologne, but you can wear deodorant.
I'll do it for $1 million.
$1 million. Would you do it for $1 million? That means you have to wash your kids in it too and everything.
Yeah, I'd probably do it.
The whole family's got to deal with it. We're gonna have $1 million.
We're
We'll buy a house.
We're gonna be the tuna family for a year.
We'll have $1 million. We'll be able to buy a 2-bedroom, 1-bath.
You'll never
house.
get clean.
Tuna bedroom.
You'll never get clean.
Why?
You'll have it just be tuna, water.
Aaron would fire you from here.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be doing anything. I'd just be
Why?
stinking into.
Why not?
Like, what
Why
have you been
are
up to?
you?
Just sticking in my
Why
tuna?
would you spend that money? That's just money on top of what you're making. Keep doing what you're doing. This is
You're not
foolish
gonna
thinking.
do the fucking podcast with me when I'm stinking like.
You
tuna.
could also
We'll just
do.
make fun of you. It's
You could
fine.
do the tuna tub OnlyFans.
God, I can smell it right now. I can smell it. It smells like there's tuna in here.
Now
right
think about this, because it's winter. You don't want to take a cold tuna shower, so now you got really steamy tuna water.
dude, that whole apartment. After
Every
a
now
year
and
of
then,
that shit,
every now and then, like some chunks come through the shower head. Into your hair.
constantly having to put liquid
No.
plumber down the thing to get
You know
the
what?
tuna.
You'll have to
regular.
put a garbage
not-
disposal
you know
on
what?
your shower
It's
head.
not, it's not worth.
so that it
it's not
grabs
worth
it up.
100. It's not worth $1 million.
You
I
look like
take
you
it
might
back.
puke right now.
Aaron,
It's not worth $1 million.
Would you do it for $1 million?
No.
$2 million?
No.
$5 million.
All in crunch wraps.
$5 million?
Turn down $5
You're asking
million.
him to live in hell for a year.
Would you do it for $5 million?
It's a year. It's only a year.
So
It's
you
temporary.
went from $1 million. Now you wouldn't even do it for 5 times that money.
No, I wouldn't.
Dude,
I
it's
really
temporary.
thought about it.
Yeah.
Temporary.
You really painted a picture with that fucking
Paint me a
hot,
picture
steamy
here.
winter tuna shower.
By the way, you don't have to shower at all if you don't want.
That's true.
That's
but
a loophole, but
I'm
you'll
gonna get up
stink-
thirsty in the middle of the night. To fucking brush my teeth with tuna water.
Well, by the way, you'll be super thirsty because all the tuna water has salt in it, so you'll be drinking. But
You also may get mercury poison if you drink the water.
and also, when you make your tea or coffee, it's gonna have tuna smell because you're gonna be boiling tuna water.
We're not. I'm not gonna do
For
it.
$5 million?
No.
People in the comments, how much for a year of? And this is even if you're on vacation, tuna water follows you. So, tuna water, showering, you drink it, whatever it is,
Your
you're
pool.
cooking with it in your pool, you're swimming in it. How much? $1 million?
How are you going to get
$5
enough water
million?
to survive the year?
I mean, you'll be able to drink that tuna water. It's not It's not like salt water.
You'll get a tuna sponsor.
Honestly, I think it's
Stark
probably
is.
real bad for you to drink nothing but tuna water for a year.
Yeah.
Why can't you drink bottled water or another water?
You act like I'm trying to make this the most luxurious $5 million of your life.
It
Just
was
drink-
already shitty. Now you're saying I have to drink nothing but tuna water for a year.
Dave said that question made my brain spasm.
Dude, I think tuna water shower might be one of the greatest would you do it for $5 million
Definitely.
ever.
He
Yeah.
says it was like weaponized stupidity.
It all boils down to 2 questions with Ryan O'Neill. Tuna water shower. What was the other one?
Would you fuck that woman?
What if you divorced your wife and married that lady?
Yeah, that lady. The intrusive thoughts of Ryan O'Neill. Because I know in his head, he's acting all jolly. In his head, he's a little bit worried someone's going to offer him this deal at some point.
No, in my head I'm like, fuck. How would I spend the $5 million?
No one will answer this question. Tracy just says he'll defer any involvement in this money.
Polarizing.
Ploobs as a tuna Brita filter would be great. Dr. Nova, I'd definitely do it for $10 million. He's not taking the $5 million.
Well, hey, but at least we have somebody stepping up to the plate.
I don't
going,
think
I'll
I'd
do it for
this.
$10
million.
You would do it for $10 million for one.
Let's just go ahead and
A year
end this.
goes
I wouldn't
by.
do it for $1 billion.
Aaron, would you do it for $1 billion?
No.
You wouldn't do it
want
for
anything
$1
to do with
billion.
tuna.
Do you
Are out of
hate
your
tuna?
mind?
Do you have an aversion to
I
it?
hate tuna, yeah.
Oh,
You don't
found his
have to
weakness.
eat the tuna.
He's talking about living in hell for a year. Would you go to hell with Satan? For
Here
a
we
year for $1
go.
billion?
Juan the Brock Slayer says, tuna water, are you kidding me? I do this for $500,000.
There we go.
We got to take
We
it.
got a low baller. I like it.
I'll tell you this. This guy's going to regret it.
I don't think so. By the way,
yeah, he's going to be like, I should have held out for $1 billion.
He's like, I should have negotiated my own deal.
I should have negotiated $500,000 from $1 billion. The offer Where's a billion? What about 500,000? Done.
Aaron, you're talking about generational wealth. Also, you know all the good you could do in the world. You'd be a saint because they're like the man lived with nothing but tuna water, and to get $1 billion and look at all these good he's done in the world.
You'd be the tuna prophet.
Yeah, but you said that your fam. Oh God, did it again? God damn it! I've done it every episode.
It's Dark Andy rearing his ugly
Oh, that's a. Oh, you're gonna have to get some paper towels.
I'll get it.
You're
Oh
gonna
no, it's dripping down too.
take
now.
your undies off, sop it up.
Oh, I think they're full.
We have some
be right back.
we have some biscuits for you to
Back.
sop it up.
You guys keep the show going.
No, where its show's over now.
over.
Sorry.
What are you doing? This is, you know what? From now on, you're gonna have to bring paper towels with you because you're making them. Who makes a mess that leaves a podcast?
Aaron, you need
unbelievable.
to scold him when he comes back.
This is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen.
Give him a tuna talking to.
Do you have this happen with a lot of podcasts?
No.
Oh, Rich makes a good point. He says he has a bidet, so that's that. You have to have tuna bidet water,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
that's good for you, Andrew. Get an ass pussy going.
Also, when you eat ass, it'll taste like tuna. You'll love it.
I like the taste of just a rotten ass.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, let's.
You're telling me $1 billion, O'Neill? I'll take $5 billion.
I'll do it for $2,500.
I'll do it for $10.
I love tuna.
I'll do it for $1 trillion.
You're saying chunks might come out? I don't have to pay for tuna ever again. I just put my mouth under the shower.
Does he really like tuna or something?
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah, it's his favorite thing in the world.
Especially when it's made by Vietnamese and Czechoslovakian immigrant women.
Yeah.
This is like
have you ever had tuna
my
borscht?
nightmare.
What's
Aaron's in
Aaron
hell.
saying over there?
Aaron's in hell.
Oh, it sucks,
He's-
right?
He's referring to you spilling the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you mad?
I try to keep a clean studio. This
I see. Andy's got some green undies today. Look at that.
You're like Incredible Hulk undies. Maybe they just got mad.
You wouldn't like me when my undies are angry. Hey,
He's not allowed to
doing that
show 'em.
chicanery, guys.
All right, let's move on because we're getting ready to switch over. Not yet. But 10 more minutes.
Uh-oh.
Piscatios.
You guys got to keep the show going while I clean up my stuff.
Dude, how long are you taking to clean this shit
What the
up?
fuck is happening,
I want to do a
dude?
good job.
You are doing a good job.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, Andy.
Thanks, Danish. Honestly, thank you, Danish.
You're
that was
welcome.
the nicest thing that's been said to me this episode.
You're welcome.
This guy goes, you're doing a really great job cleaning up your own spill.
I'm gonna kill you.
We got this is from the artist formerly known as Summertime, Tony.
He's been on fire sending clips of guys getting beat off.
He's got a good thing going. This is stupid lion news. Andrew once reported on little people fighting a lion, which was not true. But this is real lion news.
Okay, what is it?
National park enthusiasts in Africa. So these are people who just like the national park.
They're enthusiasts.
They're mourning the loss of their very own Lion King after he's killed by rival lions. The lion called Bob Jr.
Bob Jr.
or Snegevi was named after the Jamaican singer and songwriter Bob Marley. He was known as the king of the Serengeti.
Sarah Sweaty.
He was likely killed by younger lions. The BBC News reported. Why are they reporting on what's happening in a national park? Isn't this just nature?
What? Yeah, he was killed. He was killed. He was old.
It's killed in the line of duty.
Killed in the Lion of Duty.
Dude.
What, they have a funeral for him? What the fuck is
Because
this?
he came out his duty from a lion.
By the way, why are you calling him Bob Marley? Who are these whites?
For 7 years, he ruled Serengeti National Park with his brother, Trigger.
Jacob Marley
named after the singer.
And his kids.
from fucking Scrooge?
The 12-year-old brothers captured the hearts of many because of their photogenic nature.
Oh, these were handsome
real-
Chad lions.
Real P-22s.
Oh, so these lions were from the country of Chad.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Africa?
these handsome lions. So charismatic.
Have you ever seen an ugly lion?
Yeah.
They all look alike.
Scar. He's evil.
Yeah, but I think that builds character.
I
That
thought-
scar
you're
was sexy.
I think he's fucking handsome with that
Yeah.
devil may care scar.
I like they're like, ooh, these lions are so handsome.
He's dangerous.
Looks like a young Bob
He
Marley
wants to
over
suck
here.
the ugly lion's dick over here.
They said that Bob Jr., they made his mane, they dreadlocked it just to make it
Bob
more
Jr.
official.
just sounds
Is
like
that
a
true?
guy. He sounds like a hillbilly.
So Serengeti National Park frequently shared photos of the lions on Instagram, referring to the lions as kings and the Lion Brothers. So they got a big following. Probably had a Hollywood deal.
I'm glad they're dead.
Me too, O'Neill.
Fuck these lions. Fuck
Honestly,
these people that made.
fuck most animals.
The park captioned one photo. Did you know lion brothers peacefully share equal dominance, mating rights, and pride protection duties with no infighting among them?
Hey, why don't you show them eating a baby gazelle?
Look at those photogenic fucking lions, dude. Bob Jr.
Oh, wow. They look
By the
so
way-
much different than the regular lions I see.
You know what male lions do when they take over a pride? They chase the other male lion out. The first thing they do is they kill all his kids.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, real
Even
cool.
Bob Jr.?
You talking about Pride, that swimming movie?
Yeah, that's
You
what
talking
they do
about-
in that swimming movie.
You talking about Lion Pride Week?
Dude,
They
I
kill
Santa
all the kids.
Monica?
if you show them eating like a baby animal, people go, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
these guys are so bad."
No, they'd be like, oh, look at these brothers. They're so... They do it the lion way.
You know what?
Yeah.
They went out.
Charismatically and handsome.
I'm glad they went out the way they should. Getting killed by younger, better lions.
That's what happens.
That's what happens to everybody. Everything.
Fuck around and find out.
They had Freddie Shurima, a Serengeti conservation
Why
officer,
was
on the
this
case.
sent to it? I'm curious why this was sent to us.
It's important.
But why? Are we associated with lions?
Yeah. With a Lion podcast, a record.
I'm trying to figure out what Summertime Tony's
What his motives
angle
are?
was
Oh, because
on
we have
this.
a National Geographic as a sponsor because it says it has
That's
beach
what it
in the
was.
name.
That's what it was.
Freddie Shurima speculates that rivals who killed Bob Jr. probably wanted to overthrow him, which is a good hypothesis on his part.
What the fuck is going
These
on?
guys are just explaining the animal world. They're
I'm
like,
not sure if he owed. Maybe he owed him money or he fucked
Why
his
was
wife.
this in the news?
I don't know
Because I'm sure this is happening in raccoon country
no,
too. You know,
not handsome raccoon brothers.
they'd never die. Handsome raccoon brothers never die.
Handsome raccoon brothers live forever.
Freddie adds this. These incidents normally happen when the head of the pride becomes old, or sometimes when the other male lions.
Dude, is this
I think
special
I'm
education?
I feel like I'm
news?
having a stroke. I don't know why Danish is reading this news story.
I
to
like
us.
it because it's so stupid. People are like, so here's the deal. Sometimes animals get old in the wild, and then other ones kill them.
So here's a report about it as the economy flushes itself down the toilet.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched any animal show on TV, but I'm going to explain to you in very stupid
I
terms.
love it. I'm
World
glad
War
they're doing
III is
this.
imminent. Here's a story about a lion that died.
Very handsome lion. One less handsome lion in the world.
The Handsome Lion Brothers sounds like a band.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, what a handsome man.
Little redhead. He's
Oh.
got a little red hair going.
Making me
looks
horny.
like me.
Is that an Irish lion?
Does not look like me.
Andy, would you
Yeah.
suck that lion dick?
I am that lion dick.
What kind of answer is that?
I'm just a handsome boy like that. The first time I did mushrooms, I saw my face transform into a lion's face.
That's why Tony said it to me.
And this
He said
guy's
he knew
going,
that.
I'm handsome like that lion.
I am going like I'm handsome like that lion.
If I were in that park, people taking pictures of me prancing around my brother.
Yeah, they'd love to see my lion balls hanging out,
Dude.
slopping around.
Says so when it becomes old, or sometimes when the other male lions are not happy with his control over large territory.
Eric, can you Google a real fat lion and pull it up? I want to see what it looked like.
It's assumed his brother also met the same fate, but we're trying to confirm this. They have not been able to find him.
Maybe the brother did it.
What are the comments on this, by the
He
way?
said the lions were assassinated. Assassinated?
Same people who killed Tupac.
Fucking what, MLK? What the fuck is this?
it was a coup, an overthrow of the government.
Happens in
separate
Africa
times.
all the time.
He said, but the killings did seem to be planned. What, they find shovels and fucking lions?
no, they saw some drawings. They're like,
the
you go this
fuck?
way, I'll go that way.
Yeah, if I get Hillary Clinton, did a
That I
drone
will say
strike
that
on
is a
him.
good-looking lion. That picture I'm looking at right now, he's got a butt cut, like the top of his hair is parted down the
He
middle.
combed it out.
He did comment out.
I feel like they have a stylist come in, trank him, and then they style his hair, and then when he wakes up,
I
he's
think
like,
he's wearing contacts.
oh.
Says while the killing was
Also,
sad
he's wearing
news-
lifts. He's not that tall.
What is happening?
While the killing was sad news to fans, it was likely a natural and common occurrence in the animal
Tony, why
kingdom.
did you say this? Why did you say? Were you just so baffled that this was a major news story?
They have a professor of tropical ecology at the
This story keeps going.
the University
I
of York.
understand.
This professor says, I think this is entirely normal and part of the cycle of life.
Yeah,
Where
it
the
is.
survival of the fittest reigns. What? Look how handsome that one
Watch
is.
at home. It's a lion who's got. It looks like he has layered hair. What would you even
looks
call
like
that?
a,
Curled
it
at
looks
the
like a
end?
Twiggy
It's
haircut.
like McConaughey's hair in Dazed and Confused.
It
Like
does.
a giant, looks like a giant wig. Like
If you've
a
ever
shaggy
seen
wig.
John and Kate plus 8, it looks like Kate's hair.
That looks like a
shortcut.
dog body with a lion head with a huge wig on it. Very confusing.
Damn, that is a good deep fake.
Very
Yeah,
attractive.
classic deep fake.
Andrew, do you think you're handsome like that one?
No, that one's
guy's-
too skinny. I'm trying to get Aaron to find a big fat lion for us.
I don't
and see
think they
what it looks
exist.
like me.
Or so what? This story keeps going
Yeah,
on.
you guys want to hear about
I like how
Alice?
this one guy goes, "Hey guys, just want to let you know, I think this might be normal." The guy's like, "This is an assassination attempt," and there might be other lions on the hit list.
We got a social media reaction. This is Facebook user. The Namiri Plains that have been ruled by Bob Jr. and Tregevi for the last 7 years will now be claimed by new kings. And so the circle of life out there in the wild continues like it did for the last thousands of years.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Since men were wearing underwear, lions have been killing each other.
Another Facebook
They've been doing it since the 1950s.
Another Facebook user said, the worst news. An incredible era of a storied lineage is over.
I want that person's life if they're like, "This is the worst news I've heard today."
Dude,
is
that
two
person-
lions got killed in the wild. The way they should.
Imagine
naturally.
if that lady didn't call into work. If she called into work, she couldn't make it that day.
I bet you people do that shit. By the way, it's only on Facebook. When you start reading Facebook posts, it's from fucking really old lunatics.
yes.
We got some of these comments. Some guy says, considering male lions usually live between 8 and 10 years in the wild, and these two made it to 12, I'd call that one hell of a run.
Unbelievable weighing
This
in.
person said, sad, but also a beautiful story. Animals in the wild almost never die of old age. In captivity, they live a lot longer, but they aren't actually living. And they're not contributing to the gene pool. These two have sired generations of lions and enjoyed many years in the sun. Lives magnificent.
Who spends time to comment on this article?
Lies-
Yeah, but here's the deal. I'd rather, I don't know, because dying when an antelope kicks you in the fucking eye and then you die of an infection in a fucking pond somewhere.
Lives lived magnificently.
Yeah, all they
gentlemen.
did was eat. They ate sick, old, infant fucking animals, brutally eating them in packs.
This person's right on right here. He said the lions were assassinated at separate times, but the killings seemed to be planned. That is pretty amazing that they can plan as a group to commit multiple assassinations. That requires some sort of communication and thought.
Yeah.
That's not somebody fucking around. That's real.
Dude, these guys
That's a real
fucking
comment.
crazy. By the way, I love that they're like, I lived a beautiful life. All they do is fucking eat, kill, and fuck.
Yeah.
What an amazing journey.
They eat old people and babies. That's it.
William says, I was in Serengeti last October.
I love when people drop where they've traveled.
Yeah.
If you read, these people do this all the time on car magazines. They're like, "Well, I drive this, and here's my opinion on a car that's completely unrelated."
He said, and they showed us Bob Jr. He was beautiful. While there, we saw 3 cubs that were 3 or 4 days old. The trip was truly a trip of a lifetime. And Basili was our guide. I highly recommend this company he keeps mentioning that gave him the tour. I plan on going back again.
And hopefully, Basili's still there.
Is Basili still working? Oh, no, I'm leaving. I'm going to take it.
right.
Dan says, Law of the Jungle, in with the new, out with the old. I'm getting old, so my turn is coming. That's
be
that's
murdered-
dark. That's dark,
to be
Dan.
murdered by
That
another
sounds
guy?
like you.
by
That was
younger,
you.
by younger men. Basili, maybe Bagoofy's there.
I'm going out in a blaze of glory with 2 P90s in a wheelchair.
What are you gonna roll down the street and shoot people?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
No.
We just got
Allegedly.
demonetized.
No. You told me. You asked me.
I didn't say anything. I have a
In
text
my
message here
opinion,
that
I
said,
wouldn't.
"Hey, I know those thoughts you're having. Don't express them."
I'll do one more comment just to enrage Andrew. This is Joanne. So
I
sad.
wouldn't. Time out. Everybody.
Don't
listening.
even talk. Don't mention it.
I wouldn't ask a G in a wheelchair. Okay?
You would stand it up.
No, I wouldn't do it at all.
So sad when any animal dies, but lions, the kings of the jungle, are so beautiful. It's so sad to hear about this. However, I am happy it happened this way and not by a human's hand.
It feels like this is the first time this person has heard of anything dying.
I think you're right. No, people can't come to terms with it. A lion they didn't even know.
You know how many dead things happened just for you to have your dinner?
utterly gorgeous animals and appropriately terrifyingly as well. Respect.
I like that. I like the guy who's like,
Rest in power, Bob Jr.
Yeah, rest in power, Bob.
I like the guy that went to the
Bob Marley
Serengeti.
Jr.
He goes to a third world country with all his wealth.
With all the fix-its.
With all the fix-its. Yeah, rub it in your face.
Bert says, I just Googled that fact after reading this article. I was curious. These brothers lived a good life, went out on their swords. I should hope to do the same.
Yeah. I think everyone. I think everyone hopes they'll be brutally murdered and die of infection.
This guy's the manager
Outdoors.
of a fucking TSC, and he goes, I hope to go out on my sword, too.
That's how I hope to die. Whenever I clock out a Radio Shack.
This is the stupid.
This guy absolutely doesn't hope he goes out that way.
He wants to be killed by other lions.
I want to be.
He wants to be murdered by lions.
Younger people.
Yeah, I want to be 57 years old, walking to my car at night, and someone stabs me to death. That's how I want to go.
A pack of guys trying to take his neighborhood
A
over.
pack of guys with knives stab me to death, and then take over my house.
And he's like, I'm going out nobly.
That's how everyone wants to die.
Like Bob Jr.
And while they stab him, he's just like, yeah, you're doing the right thing.
While they stab
The young bucks.
Yeah.
I knew you were coming for me
While they
sooner.
stab him,
or
he's
later.
going, at last.
Wow, this is beautiful here from Nick. Time fades light footsteps in the snow.
Let's write a poem to this Facebook post.
Time.
Let's do it. That's the What's Up Man of Reddit.
Time waits for no one. Enjoy every second that you are here.
Oh.
You represented your species well.
Hold on. You want to hear the rest of that comment? You got to come over to the Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to know what the comment says? The rest of it, cliffhanger. Come on. We've got hundreds of episodes. We've got bonus content over there. We wrote a movie.
You can meet lions.
We've got a spring break album. All of us are singing on it.
It's spring break right now.
Yeah. Swing low, sweet chariot.
Best baritone in the business.
Hey, you hit all the notes. What's going on?